Good morning, dear student. This is lesson 2, the skeleton system, part 2. In the last class, we have studied about skeleton system, a small introduction. Today, we are going to learn about importance of bones, muscles and joints, functions of major bones, arms, legs, chest bone, skull, backbone. Care of bones and joints, importance of good postures and exercise. Before that, we have short recap what you have studied at last class. Skeleton system, the framework of bones in our body is called skeleton. It consists of skull, backbone, rib cage and limbs. The skull has 22 bones. The upper part of the skull is hard and consists of 8 bones. It protects the brain like helmet. The face region, this is the face region and made of 14 bones. It enables us to speak and eat. The backbone is made of 33 butterfly shaped bones called vertebrae. It protects our body and protects the spinal cord. This is rib cage. Consists of 12 pairs of curved bones that are called ribs. It has breastbone, backbone and floating ribs. This is limbs. Arms and legs are limbs. This is femur that is present in the thigh bone, that is the longest bone in our body. Function of skeleton. The skeleton system gives shape, support and strength to our body. The skeleton system protects the delicate organs in our body such as brain, spinal cord, heart and lungs. The long bones such as the bones in the arms and legs are hollow, are filled with soft jelly like substance called bone marrow. You have studied about functions of the skeleton system, that the lungs are protected by the ribs, the brain is protected by the skull, very important. The heart located between the lungs is protected by the ribs. So these all things, lungs and heart is protected by the ribs, and the spinal cord is protected by the backbone, and the liver is protected by the ribs. So heart, lungs and liver is protected by the ribs, whereas the brain is protected by the skull and the spinal cord is protected by the backbone. Learn that. Joints. So today we are going to begin our class with the topic joints. What is joints? A joint is a place where two or more bones are joined with each other. Look at the diagram. Here two bones are joined with each other. Bones are held together at a joint by strong elastic fiber called ligament. This type of fiber is there where the bones are joined, and this fiber is called as ligament. Our skeleton has two types of joints, fixed joint and movable joint. Fixed joint, the skull joints are fixed and do not allow any movement. Skull, do you remember children? Your head part, okay, that are fixed and there is no movement. Movable joints are of four types: hinge joint, pivot joint, gliding joint and ball and socket joint. Remember, hinge joint, pivot joint, gliding joint and ball and socket joint. There are four types of movable joints. We are going to learn about these movable joints one by one. Hinge joints. The joints in our elbow. This is your elbow. The joints in your elbow, knees, fingers and toes are like hinge of a door. You have seen this hinge in your door. It enables you to open and close the door. They allow movement in one direction only. Because of that, only one direction you can open and close the door. You can't open and close the door in any direction, okay, only one direction. That is hinge, that is called as hinge. Similarly, these joints are called hinge joints in the body, and it allows you to move your elbow, knees, toes and finger. Just you try to open and close your finger, open and close your finger. So there are joints, no children, and that are called hinge joints. You can open and close your legs also, that is due to hinge joints. Next is pivot joint. The skull joints the backbone. This is your backbone, this is your skull, it joins together, okay. This joint help us to move our head sideways. Move your head, right side, then left side. Are you able to move? Yes. Upwards, downwards. Move it. So what did you find? Are you able? No. So why? Because of this pivot joint. And just try to rotate your head in both direction. Are you? Yes. So that is because of pivot joint is present, which joins your skull and this backbone. Such joint is called pivot joint. Gliding joints. Gliding joints are found between the bones in the wrist. Look, this is your wrist where you are wearing watch, and ankle. Here is ankle, and also between the vertebrae, backbone side. These bones have flat ends that can move by sliding against each other. They make it possible for us to bend our back and twist and turn our wrist and ankles. Because of that, you can turn your wrist, just move your wrist. Are you able to do? Why? Because of gliding joints. Similarly, you can turn your ankles also. Okay, and backbone also. Now next is back ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. In these joints, the end of one bone is, you can see this end is like a ball. That's why its name is ball. And this is also called as cup or socket, this bottom part. So that is just like a cup. That's why its name is ball and socket joint. The end of other bone is shaped like a cup. You can see, no? And this is socket. Electronic socket that I have showed you the figure, that how it is. So this ball is fixed in the socket. So the examples are that joints which are present in your shoulders and hips, that are ball and socket joints. A ball and socket joints allow movement in all direction. Due to this, you can move. Just move your shoulders. You can move your shoulders in all direction, no, both directions. So because of this ball and socket joints. A rubber-like substance called cartilage is present on the surface of bones. At the joints, cartilage prevents the bones from wearing out because of rubbing against each other. So here that rubber-like substance cartilage is present in the bones, so that it prevents the bone from wearing out because of rubbing. It rubs each other, no, when movements are there, so it is rubbing each other. So here cartilage is present and it prevents by rubbing against each other. Cartilage is also present in the body parts such as external ear, in your ear and nose. There also cartilage is present and it gives definite shape to your ears and nose. Next, we are going to study about muscles. Muscles. What is muscles? Muscles are fleshy bundles of thin elastic material that help bone and joints to move. It is the elastic bundle and it helps to move your bones and joints. Muscles are attached to the bone with the help of strong fibers called tendons. It is, remember, it is attached to the bones with the help of strong fibers. Inside that muscles, inside that bone is there, no? So that is attached. How it is fixed? It is fixed with a strong fiber called tendon. Types of muscles. Some muscles move when we want to move. We can control their movements. These are called voluntary muscles. When you want to move, you can move. That type of muscles are called voluntary muscles, that you can see, that muscles in your hands and legs. So whenever you want to move, you can move. That are called voluntary muscles. Some muscles in our body cannot be controlled. It is not in your control. You cannot think that if you want to stop them, you can. It is not possible at all. These type of muscles are called involuntary muscles. Such muscles are like muscles in your internal organs. Internal organs means inside your body, that is like digestive system. Or the example of your eye blinks. Your eye blinks, no? Are you giving order to your eyes to blink? No, no. because it is itself, it blinks. So that type, it is not in your control. That type of muscles are involuntary muscles. Now one more muscle is there, that is the cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles is a special type of muscles present in the heart. This is your heart, children, that is present in your body. These are your arms. Okay. So this is the special type of muscles that is present in the heart. It works all time and never gets tired. Once your blinking of eyes is stopped when you are sleeping, no, so your eyes are not blinking, but this cardiac muscles, no, it is working all time even if you are sleeping, and it is never get it tired. How muscles work? Here muscles usually work in pairs. In pairs, these are the one pair, this is the second pair. It works in pairs by contracting. Here you just see contracted. Contracting becomes shorter. Here you can see it has the shorter distance, it becoming shorter. And relaxing. Relaxing means returning to normal size. This is the normal size of your arm, it is relaxing. So that is the normal size. When we lift an object, here just you think that you are lifting something, an object, and bring it towards our shoulder. Now you are bringing it towards the shoulder. The muscles at the front of the arm, this is the muscles at the front of the arm, that is called biceps. Okay, contract, and it is contracted and pull the lower arm bones up. Now your lower bones, that is lower bone, this is the lower bone, and it becomes up. At the same time, muscles at the back of the arm, this is the back of the arm, that is called triceps, relax. Now this is relaxing, it is in relaxing. When we lower the object, now you are here, look at this posture. Now you lower the object, you are putting down the object. That triceps, this triceps contracted. Firstly, when you are carrying the object, this biceps is contracting, and when you are putting down the object, this triceps is contracting. Bones down while the biceps relax. Now this is relaxing. So this is the method how your muscles work. Now how to take care of bones and muscles? To keep our bones and muscles healthy, we should eat food rich in calcium and protein. What food are rich with calcium and protein? Such as green leafy vegetables, pulses, soya beans, milk, curd, fish, eggs and meat are good for our bones and muscles. Sunlight helps our body to make vitamin D, which is also beneficial, which is also good for our bones. And by playing also you can make your bones strong. Importance of correct postures and exercise, that is very important, children. Look here how this boy is walking. Is it correct posture? No. This one is correct posture? No. You should walk in this way, that is the correct posture, that is the correct manner to walk. Look how they are sitting. Is it correct? No. You should not sit like that. You should sit in this posture, that is the correct posture. And here you can see exercising. So the way in which we hold our body, see how they are holding the body, different posture you can see, no? While sitting, standing, walking and lying down is called posture, that is called posture. How you are standing, sitting. It is important to maintain a correct posture while carrying out these activities. We should always keep the back straight. Okay, this way. We should always keep your back straight while sitting and walking. A correct posture does not cause stress on the backbone. Because of that, you are not getting pain on the backbone. It keeps our bones and joints in the right position so that muscles are used properly. It also prevents backache and muscles pain. You will not get pain in your muscles if your posture is correct. Regular exercise make our bones, joints and muscles stronger. The muscles tend to become weak and flabby if they are not used for long time. If you will not work, no, your muscles will be weak and flabby. That's why we should work, we should do exercise. Now, another important thing to keep your muscles strong, that is the yoga. Certain yoga asanas are good for muscles and joints. See, here you can see different yoga asanas. So, certain are very good for your muscles. Some such asanas are Veerbhadrasana. So, you can see here where the Veerbhadrasana is there. That is warrior pose. Then Dhanurasana, like bow pose. And Trikonasana, triangle pose. So these are the different asanas which are good for our health. Sleep gives our body the rest it needs. When we rest, our muscles relax. When you sleep, your muscles take rest. Muscles also relax. And our breathing and heartbeat slow down. We feel fresh and energetic after we have slept. It is during our sleep that the growth and repair of our cells take place. So during sleep, what happens? The growth and repair of our cells take place. So here the lesson is over. I hope you understood the lesson and read the lesson, children. So bye bye. Thank you.